streets, and all Black Lives Matter, whether we like them or not. And this kind of warped street justice that we have going on is not getting us through because it's marring our babies. My son go to school right here. Like, I can't fathom why it's okay to let my brother's blood run in the streets. Like, it had to be something else. Like, and nothing's ever pretty, but we gotta pull. These are our streets. Like, if you out here and you know what you're doing is good, like, you can't let the vagrants of the community control this shit. And that's what's happening. And that's why these cops are out here. Esserman telling me that crime is down in New Haven. I talked to Esserman yesterday. That's why I sat down, because I wanted to know what he was gonna say. Esserman's telling me crime's down. That New Haven's okay. We're the model city. New Haven not the model city. Not where people are getting shot in the streets and our blood is flowing in these streets all the time. What about the black on black crime? What are we gonna do about that? Because that's the problem. That's why Black Lives Matter is here, yo. We're here for our children.
In the rain.
My son gotta walk these streets.
Right.
He gotta walk these streets with killers though?
Right.
Like, I don't understand, like, the street justice, the no snitching, those laws, those rules, those codes been going a long time ago. Because y'all letting, if you want to have street justice, y'all letting the people who's putting our children in fear. Like, people are afraid to be on their own block. That's ridiculous. And then these little dudes who have no respect for life, they only know about killing. They the ones who out here getting this street justice. And we out here on Chaplain Day, lost, looking for each other. But it's not our problem. We here.
Right.
We here. Where y'all at?
Right.
Like, how are you conscientiously letting this stuff happen? I mean, I know I'm a woman and I can't come out and take everybody out, and it's not about that, but it's more of us than them. It's more people out here who care about this block, who kids out here. It's more of us than them killers. And y'all know who they are.
Right.
Get them off the streets. Y'all got street justice. Get them out of here. Because we can't depend on these cops. They only here to take photo ops. They only here to go talk to Obama about dumb shit that's not really happening. Because like I said, Esserman told me crime down in New Haven. I mean, but then the next day, the very next day, we out here on Chaplain Day wondering about black on black crime. So what crime is down is he talking about? Is it around here?
Fairy tale.
Because I grew up in the Ville. The Ville is treacherous right now. It's treacherous right now. And I remember when I was little, they used to be like, you ain't even from the hood because you live in the Ville. So, like, what is that? Like, my son can't, I hate when he walks around the corner to go get his haircut.
It's not
I
safe.
gotta offer my 12-year-old son some kind of autonomy because he's gonna be a man. He don't care. He's used to it. He's used to hearing gunshots. He's used to that. And that's sad and that's hurtful, y'all. Because when I was growing up, I was not used to it. And it's us. We killing us. The what's that thing called? The shot blocker had to call the cops over here to get old boy off the street.
His friends left him.
Like, somebody, the hospital right around the corner. Couldn't nobody be like, it's a dude in the middle of the street, like, come clean this up.
Nobody couldn't carry him.
So when we out here and I'm telling the cops we don't need them, we don't want them, the first thing they're gonna tell us is, well, y'all gonna police yourselves? Right. What y'all gonna do? Because if we want these cops off our streets, sabotaging it, because they out here doing a lot of this crime that they pinning on that black on black crime. But don't let me get started on my conspiracy theories because I could go all day. But they're part of it. So we have to take back these streets. We gotta go back to the Huey Newtons. We gotta patrol these streets. The blood is flowing. It's ours. It's ours. These corner stores, they don't care about us.
Nope.
We ain't owning nothing out here. None of this shit is ours. None of it's ours. But our blood in the street, that's ours.
A candle.
insidious feeling that
get a
is
cat.
around New Haven. That's ours. We share that alike. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna keep letting these little dudes that have unfortunately, they have no concept of life. They have no concept of
No
self-worth.
morality, nothing.
Nothing. They can't, they don't understand what they're doing when they're taking somebody's life away.
Destroying families.
And they controlling the streets right now.
That's another thing, because there are more single mothers in this area. than
Right.
there
Right.
are.
I
So we need.
Sorry, you guys. We're just gonna take away the mic and talk as a
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Like,
Because it's
CJ, what was you saying?
I was saying that there's more single families, single women raising children in this area than any other city in Connecticut, right? And what really needs to happen, those single mothers need to come out as groups,
right.
because our children can't even take buses in the day without being worried, right? Name an employer that'll understand, oh, I have to come in late because I have to make sure my baby gets to school on time.
Right.
Employers don't care.
Right, because they're not from our,
They
not
cut
from our
all our
city.
programs off. There's no, early child care, anything. So if you work a shift and you have to be there at that time, you have to be there at that time.
Right.
Come hell or high water, come snow that's not plowed. Okay? You have to be there. And these employers are nasty. They will fire you if you don't come through a nor'easter to come to work.
Right, because we don't got no unions.
And it is a damn shame that somebody laid dead, somebody's child is on the ground on the
Right.
whole floor.
Right.
You're talking about stitches get stitches. Where were you all at?
Right.
Where were you? A true gangster will not let their boy fall like that.
Right.
You will pick them up. You want to know who's a true gangster? Put them right fucking there. And there. You understand? That's the biggest guy in the United States. Right. All right? So guess what? What we have to do is infiltrate and do what they're doing just better.
Right.
All right?
And patrol our streets. These are our
Where the fuck
streets.
the
like,
good cops at? I don't see the good cops
they
here.
ain't out here.
If there was a that body in the street, wouldn't one of them be here right now?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
There'd be more blood in the streets if it was one of their own, not out here.
Oh, yeah.
But guess what? If one of them fall, they walk in solidarity together. They
Yep.
go to the hospital and they find out what happened. How did it happen? Why? And what did we do? We let somebody lay there
Yep.
in the street. And it's not the first time.
Right.
Because guess what? I don't care what SMS says, there's a lot of unreported crimes.
Right. But
A
crimes
lot.
down, SMA, right?
There's a lot of women
quoted like
not saying
2015,
anything.
Obama, they did the whole write-up. I don't know if it was in 2015, it was 14 and 15. They basically made it seem like because of whatever was put into place that Tony Harb and SMA came together and they're doing the community. That's why the crime was down, but I don't know where they did that from the line.
I don't know what data.
No.
It's just like unemployment. What people don't
It was just
understand.
more police officers in the
On the
street.
streets,
It
right.
wasn't that crime was down. I mean,
No.
it wasn't like
Because remember, it goes by what's reported. It's just like unemployment. That unemployment number is bullshit. Because it only goes by who files for unemployment. The minute you stop filing, your number is not up there. Right? The real unemployment rate is way higher. Poor people do what they need to do to get by. Example, Venezuela. You understand? And like she said, the only thing in the streets right now is ours. You walk outside, you ask somebody, name 5 black-owned businesses in this area.
Right.
They can't do it. They're stumped. They're stumped. You know why? Because ego. We need to put that shit away. You know, we need to do like she said, what Huey Newton did. We need to reverse the cycle. We need to infiltrate their system. We need to do this shit better than they're doing it. And cut this shit the fuck out. We need to form strategic alliances. Sorry, baby, for the cussing. You know what I mean? But you always... True.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's true because I have a son. And I don't know how to feel when he's out late. And that's disgusting. You understand? He's wearing an ankle bracelet that the police didn't give him because I'm scared. That's disgusting. You can't even send your child to the store. Ridiculous.
Right, because my son be mad at me. He be mad. We're already having I'm a man.